Hey guys, Branch Brown here, physical therapist, CrossFit coach, and wellness coach with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy. Just make sure this is working for me since earlier it crashed on me. Perfect. All right, so wanted to get on here and explain the anatomy of the foot and ankle to you to help you guys understand why it's so important to keep the area strong and get it strong after there's been an injury. So what I'm going to do first is back down all these areas and just come down to the structure itself. So when looking at the foot and ankle complex, we have a lot of small little bones in the foot itself. And then when we get back to the ankle, we have a group of larger bones. So there's several different larger bones sitting there, and then our two long bones that come down the side of the leg. Adding on the connective tissue, so essentially our ligaments that support the joint. We have a lot of ligaments that sit on the front of both of these long bones and the top of that foot. And then we have some others that sit between the long bones here and the foot and the foot bones, or the bones in the foot. And we have some that also sit on the back and on the inside. So what happens is when we get an ankle sprain, which is probably one of the most common injuries, severe injuries to an ankle, is a sprain is essentially a tear of a ligament. And depending on the severity of the sprain depends on how much it is torn. So you can just have a partial tear, or you can have a full thickness tear, which means the entire thing is torn through. Regardless of that, when these tears do happen, it basically weakens the support in this area. So when these are weakened, basically you need something external to provide that, and that's where all the muscles come in. So we'll add on some of the muscle groups here. And you can see that these are deeper layers, but we have several different muscles that come down the leg, underneath that ankle area, into the foot itself, on the back of the leg, underneath, down the foot. So these are longer muscles that for the most part control part of the foot, but we also have one, like this one here, is more of in the ankle area. Adding a couple more layers, you can see how we just add on more support around that ankle, more muscles coming down, tendons coming through here, on the back, on the side, on the front. So what happens is when these ligaments get torn or weakened for a number of reasons with injuries or surgeries, is we have to get all these muscles that come down the side of the leg, or come down the leg and cross this foot ankle area to become strong again. If these aren't strong, then this can't be strong, because at this point when these are torn, this is the only thing that can support it. So that's why it is really important, if you've had an ankle sprain, to work on strengthening and stabilizing that foot and ankle complex. Also, in order just to prevent injury, if you do more dynamic type activities, so think like trail running, obstacle course racing, things of that nature, where you're on a lot more uneven surfaces, you're doing a lot more, takes a lot more, what's the word I want? Kind of quick reaction time in order to kind of maintain that control. You need to keep this nice and strong, keep that proprioception there so it responds well. So if you have any questions on this, definitely post that below in the comments, as well as if you just have any comments. I would love to hear those, any feedback. And as usual, if you have any specific questions for me, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'd be happy to answer any of those questions for you. And if you would like to join any of my Facebook groups, you can hop on any of those. You can find those links in the description to this video. And until next time, have a fabulous rest of your day, guys. Bye.